This is Brent Eleigh Walled Garden, and it's really amazing because it's within these Victorian walls, which gives it huge shelter and creates an amazing microclimate, so allows us to grow a lot more things than you could without the walls. We're located at Brent Eleigh within South Suffolk, which makes it amazing because we're only kind of 63 miles from London, so we can send things to London and they're really fresh and get them there within a couple of hours. The relationship with Novikov started because Caroline, the restaurant manager, is best friends with Roz, who owns Brent Eleigh Hall, and they came up with the concept between them of putting this garden back to use, because historically it would have provided enough food for the hall, where there's about 33 bedrooms, and you would have had a huge staff, say probably 100 people in the hall. But now this walled garden was completely neglected, and so it was about restoring it and bringing it back to its former glory, but having a viable use for the modern day. The single most important feature of the garden is its structure and the way that it's laid out. So it's like the beds are formed like wings. I've never seen a walled garden like it, and I've worked in a few walled gardens. It encourages the frost to roll from the top to the bottom and then out through a gate, so it makes it warmer. And the Victorians really knew what they were doing. I mean, everything is specifically built for a purpose, and nothing here is wasted. Everything's been thought about. It's a really interactive place, so the chefs will come up from Novikov and they will taste and try things and harvest things, and we as gardeners will work with them to see what we can grow, you know, and they'll say, oh, have you tried growing this variety, or what about this? And it's like a two-way interaction really. Are very much hands-on, and every one of us is massively into our food here, and really it's all about the tasting it, and we're always trying things ourselves here. So I'm particularly keen on giving them new things to try, and they really like to be inspired by the produce that comes. So every time we've done a delivery, I've included something new or different in there that they might not have had before, and then ask how they've used it, which I find really exciting.
It's the same as if you go to the supermarket, you can cook only what you find on the supermarket. In our case, we decide what we can put, let's assume, on the supermarket shelf, because we can grow whatever we want, and that makes a big difference in terms of quality and service to our customers as well. So the produces are incorporated on the menu in a very easy way. Based on what we grow, we change the menu daily on a singular basis. If, for example, we have a big delivery of pea shoots, we can put 3-4 dishes with pea shoots. If we have a nice delivery of rocket leaves, baby rocket leaves, we can use some rocket leaves for a special and another one to go on the menu. The benefit is in freshness, because basically it's not the same of having a product that has been traveled for let's say 24 hours or 48 hours, and one that traveled only 2 hours, and we know exactly how it's been cut, how it's been washed, how it's been put in a bag and delivered to us. So basically you can't really pay for this kind of service because it's unique.
We supply about 45 different varieties of micro-herbs, which has been really exciting because that's cutting edge and a really new technology for growing, which means we've been able to use the old glass houses for something quite new and incredible. It's been great because all through those winter months, while we were still restoring and putting all the glass back in the glass houses and building walls and just bringing this place, this infrastructure back, we were growing at the same time. So we got Charlie up from Devon, he's an expert in micro-herbs, and he set all the lighting up because we had to artificially light and heat the whole time, and everything is about timing and mimic the daylight hours and get that going straight away. So they had a crop pretty much straight away.
In the peak of the summer, you can grow up to about 45 different varieties. In the winter, it probably go down to about 20. So things that like it warm, like rocket and basil, and red amaranth you end up losing in the winter, but you can keep growing all year round. Growing here at the minute, we've got 3 different types of mustard with different form leaves and red. Grow Mizuna, red Mizuna, celery, bull's blood, chard, red sorrel, pea shoots are a popular one. And yeah, and we're always looking to see if we can grow new things, try and discover new things either from new world cuisine or actually go back and try and discover some old heritage varieties. Then we work closely with the chefs at Novikov and have like a good dialogue between what I might be able to suggest they grow and also kind of what they're looking for, and then they're able to tailor their needs and get the right different sizes or shapes or colours.
Edible flowers I'm really interested in. Actually, everyone's getting really passionate and excited about them, so that's great. Just here we've got apple blossom, so that's edible, and that's been really exciting. We've sent some apple blossom down, and I think a lot of things people don't realise are edible within the flower world are, like nasturtium flowers. Perhaps more people know about those, but marigold flowers. We've sent broad bean flowers, and you think, oh, broad beans, pretty boring. But if you look at the flowers, they're just amazing. And we've sent purple varieties down, and just to see a huge box of flowers, I just think looks amazing. And I'm really excited about all the sunflowers I've planted because all the petals are edible, and I can't wait to send all that yellow down to Novikov.